Imagine that as a human being, we always need to be in connection with something. Even when physically alone, we always need some form of connection. This connection is often with ourselves, so our conscious mind connecting with our subconscious mind. But we can also be in connection with the subconscious mind of others, or even the consciousness of the environment around us. This is easier to see with plants, trees, and unfortunately mobile phones than it is with solid objects. But everything has some form of consciousness, energy, and vibration that we need to connect to in order to understand ourselves. Just like we need to look into a mirror to see ourselves. Looking at ourselves in the mirror is the essence of polarity. So to really see and understand anything, we need to become aware of the subconscious, our own and that of others. And one of the main ways we learn this in this course is through breath. Sometimes the most basic things in the world can feel like the hardest to learn. Just like polarity and duality, the most basic laws of the universe can be the hardest to apply for many. For example, if we're having an argument with somebody and they're screaming and shouting at us, they're saying that we're this, that, and the other, and we breathe in and out through the nose with a tense body, we take all the words that they're saying and we put them into our body, into ourselves. If we're on a public transport and we sit next to an angry person for too long, we are emotional, energetic beings, and we share energy with each other, so we are likely to leave feeling angry. Or when we tell ourselves a story, that time we did that thing that we regret, and we just cannot trust ourselves anymore. As we breathe with tension in our body, we are simply reaffirming this affirmation. So the next time we are having an argument with someone and they're screaming at us and shouting at us that we're this and that and the other, we need to relax and breathe out through the mouth. You know that really offensive sigh, the what do you want? And when we do this, people often get offended with us. This is actually the kindest thing that we can do. Because when we do, what do you want? We literally drop everything that is vibrating in our emotional field. Our stomach relaxes and we create space so that we can hear the other person. Without the offensive sigh, we're likely to lose our patience or to get angry and annoyed. So by learning to do this breath without the offensive sound, simply relaxing the body and the stomach while breathing out through the mouth, negative emotions literally cannot stick. If what the person says is true, then it's going to hit us in our heart. Like, yeah, I did that. That was me. Our heart cannot help but to discern and know truth. So by breathing out with a relaxed body is no way a free ticket to do harm without repercussions, negativity, or from being cut off from our power. It's the same when we walk into a building and it feels weird and we don't like the energy. Breathe out through the mouth. Or when we're telling ourselves that story about the time we did that thing and we just cannot trust ourselves anymore. We need to take a deep breath to stop thinking and start feeling our emotions. And then we just need to breathe out through the mouth and let it go. It is common knowledge that every cell in our body regenerates and recreates itself within a 7-year cycle. But what is not such common knowledge is that if we don't breathe out and feel our negative emotions, our emotional vibration will never change, and we will continue to attract in life what we are resisting. As a therapist, I practice this technique every day. When people tell me sad stories about their life and abuse, I breathe out through my mouth and I let it go. It doesn't mean I'm not a compassionate person. It just means that I do not want their pain inside my body. For most people who are quite sensitive, judging others as psychic vampires or unable to watch the news, then breathing out through the mouth with sound can be very helpful. It stops us feeling dumped on by the other person, like they suddenly have more energy and we have less. We feel that we have less energy because not only did we listen to them moan, breathing in their bad news, breathing it into our body through our nose with tension, so we locked their negativity into the cells of our body. The truth is often so simple, it's hard to accept. Many ruined relationships, friendships, and wasted years in therapy could have been avoided with a few deep breaths out through the mouth. But don't take my word for it, try it out. Start relaxing the whole body and breathing out through your mouth with a soft jaw and maybe a sigh. Each time you think or feel you're taking energy or mental programming in that you do not want. The real key to success is working holistically, so please do implement the other non-breath related practices in this course to ensure that you really succeed.